Hi guys, it's Babs. I am on Listen to Your Inner You. My website is listentoyourinneryou.com and my Facebook page has the same name. And you're welcome to join our Facebook page and you're welcome to find me on Instagram, Soul Shines Photography. But if you want me to follow you back, please let me know. I wanted to talk about acceptance today. Acceptance is so important, especially since there are so many people teaching you to just straight up replace all the negative thoughts. Everyone is you pushed out, right? Affirmation coaches do that. I disagree with that. And if you're watching my channel, then you must be too, because it doesn't make you feel very good. So, acceptance. What is it? It's accepting your current circumstances in every single way, and your emotions are part of your current circumstances, right? And a lot of my clients ask, well, am I not putting a lot more energy into something if I'm accepting it? I'm like, no, you're not actually. You will put a lot more energy into something if you keep resisting it. And Amy always says, what you resist persists. And I teach a lot like Amy's style. Acceptance can release a lot of resistance. Acceptance can also help you detach. It doesn't mean that when you accept things, you automatically detach, but acceptance often helps you to detach. So hooray, that's awesome, right? Actually, acceptance is one of my favorite tools. And right after Amy and I learned everyone is you pushed out, we learned to just straight up replace all the negative thoughts all the time. It made me feel like absolute crap. It did not make me feel good. I figured out why. It was because I was ignoring my current circumstances. I was ignoring how I felt. I was ignoring negative thoughts that kept popping up, and just by accepting them, that was releasing them, and they went away. They just faded away or didn't bug me anymore. So when you accept something, it's something that you've been resisting, and resistance means you somehow feel awful around it. It makes you feel negative in some kind of way. That is resistance, right? And often that can be released by accepting what's going on. I have, in one of my live videos, I have this example that I kept having this same thought that I think that my SP and his girlfriend are going to get married. It was popping up for months, and I was so upset about it, and it wouldn't go away. I tried to turn it around with everyone as you pushed out. No, of course he's not going to marry her. He loves me. He only wants me. And I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, you know what? I feel like I'm delusional. I'm sitting here. I'm alone. He's not with me. I'm detached, but this thought keeps popping up, and I'm lying to myself by saying that he only wants me. Clearly, he doesn't only want me because he's not here, right? So I sat down and accepted it by just thinking about it. Thinking about accepting it made me cry, and I'm like, oh my God, I've been carrying this thought and this resistance around for a long time. So I said it out loud. I said, I accept that I think they're going to get married. I didn't say, I accept that they're going to get married. No. Do not do that. You want to add whatever you're feeling in front of it, because otherwise you're making a new story up, and you don't want that, right? We don't want that. Don't add, I accept the fact that they're going to get married. Don't say, I accept that they're going to get married. Make it about your feelings. I accept that I'm scared that they're going to get married. I accept that I think they're going to get married. I accept that I feel like they're going to get married. So I spent, an hour accepting it. And each time it hurt less, and each time I cried less. And then I fell asleep because I was so exhausted from it. Woke up and I felt so much better. Sometimes when we're accepting pretty big things, it's very common. And this is when I started sessions with Amy years ago. She used to say you can only do one session a week because sometimes you have to process things for quite a while, and sometimes it can take up to a week to process your emotions around something. And that is because of acceptance. So sometimes when we're doing acceptance and you feel crappy for a couple days, it's okay. But you will notice that feeling crappy after accepting something actually feels conducive and not stuck anymore. Resistance makes you feel stuck, right? You feel like you're going in circles. You feel like you're stuck. You can't get anywhere. And you feel sometimes like you're delusional. That's also sometimes attachment. So you accept something, and if you feel crappy for a couple of days or hours, that is normal, and that's okay. And that's you taking out the trash, right? You're taking out the bad crap. You want to start accepting those repetitive thoughts, not the ones that just pop up once or twice. If they don't bug you, don't bother. Something where you feel emotional charge around, that's what you want to accept. So you I accept that I think this, or I'm scared of this, or I doubt this, or whatever. And then you go, I accept that I feel shitty about doubting that. So I went from I accept that I think they're going to get married, or I accept that I'm scared that they're going to get married, to I accept that this makes me feel horrible. I accept that I'm super upset about it. I accept that blah, 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 however I felt, right? All the emotions, I accepted them. And then I went to, no, I am the love of his life. I am good enough. He only wants me. We're already together. And it took me 3 days to process that. And I had written out a whole list of things I hadn't accepted in over a year. And it took me 3 days to process the whole list, which I was totally fine with, because it was actually emotions that felt like I was getting somewhere. I didn't feel stuck anymore. I didn't have that resistance around these thoughts anymore. And I felt so much better, even though I was crying and upset and kind of down. I felt so much better because get that weight lifted. That's what acceptance does. Sometimes when we try to accept something and we don't feel anything, but we know we haven't accepted it. You just know, just like you know you haven't forgiven for someone or you for something, we just know when we haven't accepted it. It's the same concept. You kind of feel it. And then you go, okay, I know I want to accept it, but I haven't been able to. Don't say I can't, because you can. Whenever you catch yourself saying can't, switch it to can, because that's a limiting story, right? All those affirmations you're doing, if you're catching yourself saying all these affirmations and then you say, you look in your 3D and you say, well, I guess I can't do it, or it's not happening. Start switching it to, ooh, I can, and it is happening and it's working. But anyway, you can accept things. You just haven't found the right loophole yet. So again, Amy has a great video about this, but I'm going to repeat it. You can accept it, but here's the loophole. I accept that I'm not okay with it. I accept that I can't accept that thought. I accept that I can't accept that fear. Do that little loophole. And then once you've accepted that you can't accept it, or that you're not okay with it, again, your wording is yours. You want to pick what feels right. I accept, or I accept that I don't accept. Sometimes I say I'm okay with it. I'm okay that I'm not okay with it. But those two are my main ones. If you find something different that vibes with you, use that. But you're making it about acceptance, right? My cat is playing. I don't know if I should yell at her and just let her do it. She's excited that I'm up here. I haven't been up here too much. Anyway, so you want to do the loophole. I accept that I can't accept it. And then eventually you feel that, get rid of resistance. And then you go to, I accept that I think that. I accept that I fear that. I have had to put so many cuts in this video because my cat was playing and then my mom kept calling me. So sorry about all the edits. But I am hereby giving you full permission to allow yourself to accept negative thoughts, because they will actually go away. What you resist persists. What you resist persists. I give you permission to allow negative thoughts because they will go away. Accept them, accept the emotions around them, and then turn them around. But do it only with the ones where you feel like you need to, right? Either you have a lot of resistance around them, or the same thought keeps coming up. If it's just a fleeting thought and you can just turn around and it doesn't bug you, then stick to that. But acceptance is a magic tool, and I want you to use it. It's a great, exciting tool, and it makes us feel better so quickly. I just wanted to say that, and have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching. Bye.